Welcome everyone to my YouTube channel Become a Master of CAD Design. We are in part 9 of designing a mold base for die casting die. In this part, we are going to design our bottom plate and provide a vaulting for our heel block and bottom plate with our moving housing. So before creating our bottom plate, we need to create a slot inside our height pad which we created in our previous video. You can see we provide a air relief for our guide bush which is blocked by our height pad. So we need to create a slot so the air will escape from the side. First we are going to hide all our part so our moving housing height pad on. See from the top. These both air vents are inside the center of our moving housing and these both are outside. So for making symmetry in our height pad we need to change this hole inside. For this we need to modify our moving housing. So double click on moving housing, select this hole, go to our part navigator. You can see that is our extrude 16. We are going to edit with rollback. Go to sketch. Now you can edit the sketch. We need to move this sketch inside. So for this we are going to relax our relation and our dimensioning constant a -22, so it will reverse the direction. You can see same we done this side, which is automatically done because these both are linked with horizontal alignment. When we change this side it will automatically update another side. Unrelax your dimension and relation. Now you can see sketch is fully defined. But now finish this sketch and the whole will automatically updated in our moving housing. And now we go to top level assembly and activate our height pad. Now we are going to create a sketch on our height pad. Define a horizontal reference, press it OK. We create a rectangle. Create another rectangle. To hide this sketch, going to take reference. For now we need to hide this moving housing. Include this edge and this edge. Now so our moving housing so need to take a reference, this edge and this edge. Okay, now so our moving housing, define some dimension. From here to here we are going to use the dimension, this dimension we are going to use 25. Okay, and now we are going to increase this. Okay, 110 is okay. Increase the height, that is 25. Same value we use this side. Our sketch is fully defined. Finish this sketch. Okay, we are in height pad. Hide this moving housing for a time and go to extrude, reverse the direction and use the 5 mm. Hit none and press it OK. Going to apply the subtract. Target is this and our tool body is this and this one. Press it OK. Hide this sketch. So go back to mold base assembly and so our moving housing, you can see now our air can escape from here, this side and this side. Now we are going to create our bottom plate. For this we are going to activate our bottom plate, which is here. Okay, hide this height pad for a time. So this sketch part inside our bottom plate. Link some sketch. Okay, go to part navigator and go to assembly, web geometry linker. Link this housing sketch, diffuser sketch one by one. Okay, first apply this housing sketch and this is our diffuser sketch. Okay, go back to assembly and hide this sketch part. So our moving housing, for a reference we are going to extrude this housing curve to create our bottom plate. So go to extrude, select our connected curve and select this curve. We are going to create a thickness. We are going to use 40 mm plate thickness of bottom plate. Now hide this moving housing. Now we are going to create a bolting hole on our bottom plate. For this, hide this. We are going to create a sketch inside the hole command. So select hole and select this face. Define a point. There is two type of bolting hole provided in our bottom plate. One is to bolt our bottom plate with our heel block, and one is to bolt our bottom plate and heel block with our moving house. So this position of bolting is used for our bigger size. It is used to bolt our bottom plate and height pad together with our moving house. So we are going to use M20 bolting hole for this. First we are going to define these points to create a bolting hole. Include this edges to define these points. Find the dimension. Use this 50. We are going to use this reference and this dimension we are going to use 85. It must be under our heel block, or you can say that height pad. As a height pad width is from here to here. This is inside our height pad, so it is okay. Increase the text height so you can see. Find this point to this point a dimension which is 150. Now define this dimension. Define every point individually so we can control every point. When we need to move one point, we can move it individually. Okay, now our sketch is completed and sketch is fully defined. Finish this sketch. To use contour bore and screw clearance hole for M20. We are going to customize this. Going to use little bit smaller, and this is okay. For depth we need to increase 25. Contour bore diameter can reduce this. Okay. All that's it. Okay, now we are going to provide a bolting hole which is used to bolt our bottom plate and height pad together. For this, go to hole command, select a top face of our bottom plate, define a point, delete this point and define point by oneself. We define our dimensions. Now finish this sketch. Define a screw clearance. This time we are going to use M16 and customize this normal and then customize. And now we are going to use 17 and 26 is okay. We are going to increase this depth to 20 and now we are going to through and press it okay. Now our two type of bolting hole is created. You can change the color by selecting a feature and right click, assign color, specific color for a specific type of feature. This one you can assign a color, maybe green. You can change this according to your requirement. Now we are going to apply some chamfer. Apply some chamfer here, 20. Okay, add some more chamfer. Okay, press it okay. Now hide this sketches. We are going to provide a screw hole in the center of our screw bore. So go to hole, pick the center, simple hole, and we are going to use a diameter of 12 and press it okay. We need a lifting hole for our bottom plate, so little bit transparent. And now we are going to hide this sketch. Go to hole and select this face, reattach sketch, and for origin we are going to use work origin, so it will move to center. We are going to define this point again. Okay, is this a sketch? Now we are going to provide a threaded hole. We can use that as a lifting hole. I am 20 and we are going to use 35 mm and press it. Okay. Now same thing we are going to use other side. Can also use mirror feature this time. Select this feature and create a new plane and create a bisector plane. Select this plane and this plane. It will create a bisector plane and it will be mirrored. Okay, this time it is okay. Now we are going to activate our mold base assembly and activate our moving housing. Move our bottom plate. Move this opposite side, this side we need to add. So this is our height pad and this bottom plate is bolt on our height pad. Now we are going to apply some constant to constant our bottom plate. Go to assembly constant and use touch constant. Okay, and use this constant, apply. Okay, and apply this. Okay, now check the degree of freedom for our bottom plate. Select bottom plate, see the degree of freedom. There is no degree of freedom. Now we are going to create a link curve inside our height pad, so we can create a thread hole or through hole, so we can bolt our height pad and bottom plate together with our moving housing. Activate our height pad and go to part navigator, go to assembly, wave geometry linker, use composite curve here. For this example we are going to hide this height pad for a time and select this bottom circle. Now keep it associative and press it OK. Now you can see here link composite curve is created inside our height pad. Now show height pad. Now go back and hide this bottom plate for a time. Now we are going to create a hole. For example, this bolt size is M20, so we are going to create a through hole for M20 in this circle. Go to hole. We are in height pad. We are going to use simple hole and we are going to use screw clearance for M20 and select this. In first height pad we created 4 hole for M20 throughout hole. Same we created in another side using this linked composite curve. Go to hole, use this. Okay. Now go back and activate our mold base assembly. So our bottom plate, can see this through hole is created inside our height pad and these are M16, so we need to create a threaded hole for M16 inside our height pad to bolt our bottom plate. Activate our height pad, go to hole. This time we are going to select threaded hole M16, select this and this circle center, and we are going to use a value 35, that is 40. Is it okay? Apply. Same, we are going to create another height pad. Okay. So our M20 screw clearance hole is created and our M16 threaded hole is created. Activate our mold base assembly. So our bottom plate, you can see the bolting hole is provided for our bottom plate. So now we need to provide a threaded hole inside our moving housing in the center of this. So we need to create a link curve inside our moving housing. So activate our moving housing. We activated our moving housing and hide this moving housing part. So we can easily select this height pad bottom curve. So go to assembly and wave geometry linker, composite curve, and select this curve. Okay, press it. So the body of our moving housing and hide our bottom plate and height pad. So we have a curve, you can see here. Now we are going to create a threaded hole. Select this. For this we are going to use M20 and 30 mm, and we can use the 35. Select this circle center, this circle center, and this center. Same in opposite side. This center, this center, this center, and this center. Okay, 40. Press it. Okay. Save our moving housing part. Activate our top mold base assembly. Now our threaded hole is created. You can change the color of feature by selecting this feature. Right click, assign color, specific color. For example, we are going to change this to blue. Apply. Okay, the blue is activated, but we are in assembly, so we cannot see that. When we open this moving housing individually, the color will apply. Okay, so our bottom plate and height bed, we provided a threaded hole in our moving housing to bolt our height bed and our bottom plate together, and to bolt bottom plate with our height bed we provided this M16 hole and thread. The bottom plate is not ready yet. We need to create a hole according to our tonnage for our bumper rod and ejector rod. So that operation we done after completing our ejector assembly. In next video we are working on our ejector assembly part. If you like this video, please press the like button. If you are new in our channel, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.